All right, so throughout this two-day conference, Reimagine 17 and everyone here, we plan to engage in this year's theme of shifting the status quo. We want to question our current systems and discuss how we can disrupt the social norms on multiple scales for a more sustainable, equitable world. We'll have various panels, workshops, and presentations from youth participants of our Remobilizing the Youth program this summer. And now I'd like to invite Jess, one of Reimagine 17's board members, to speak a little bit more just about our organization.
Awesome. Thanks, Nicole. How are you guys all doing? Good. Not a bad Saturday so far. Awesome. So my name is Jess. I use she, her pronouns, and I currently work in the solid waste industry to increase recycling and reuse of material in the Metro Vancouver region. So I'm super excited to see such great minds come together to design solutions to the world's problems through whichever means possible. The co-founders of Reimagine 17 first connected during the peak of the COVID-19 pandemic during the 2020 Together Ensemble Conference. And during a side event, they realized that they had been doing the work individually within their own campus, but that this collection of university students related to each other's lack of coordination, knowledge sharing, and the barriers that they had experienced within their own spaces of organizing. So the power of that collective dialogue that bridged that space was very powerful and inspired conversations to persist past the end of that conference. It was a total aha moment when this group realized that they could serve to bridge a gap in national youth engagement that was led by youth and for youth. The concept of a toolkit inspired the collective of youth who had organized SDG alliances or SDGAs on their own campuses to help consolidate their knowledge on youth engagement and organization around the SDGs and mobilizing youth for social change. With the toolkit in mind, other students in post-secondary institutions across the country could begin their own organizations. And with the opportunity for funding from Colleges and Institutes Canada in order to pay the collection of youth, a critical turning point to incorporate as a nonprofit, they were able to start on their journey. Reimagine 17 started with one initiative, this toolkit, which was the jumping off place for many initiatives that we've done in the past few years. From doing advocacy through Project 30, the Off Track 2030 campaign, and the SDG Literature and Review Report, to connecting with different partners and stakeholders through the Together Conference, National SDG Week, and Canada's SDG Youth Awards, Reimagine 17 has been able to continue those conversations of knowledge sharing and youth engagement. So I've been involved with Re17 for a couple years now, and I remember that when I joined, the Remobilizing Youth program didn't even exist yet. When we were designing what this program could look like, we really wanted to emphasize youth empowerment and knowledge sharing. What started out as a mentor-mentee program through the buddy system was able to evolve through feedback and evaluation from other youth to the Remobilization program, to the Remobilizing Youth program, doing workshops to develop the presentations that we will see this weekend. I was really proud of calling it the Remobilization program. You know how we have the thing going with the re at the front of words? It's quite, I like it, it's a good theme. But all of us have experience, skills, and areas of passion that the world can benefit from. So why not create a space to nurture and develop that into something that can change the world? Through late nights, laughs, deep discussion, and much reflection, our organization has valued the insight of every person we've worked with to ensure those pillars are exemplified. As our team of youth over the years contributed to the organization, we shaped our mission last year to be that we are a national community of youth working to reimagine approaches to social, environmental, and economic challenges through anti-oppressive, intersectional, and interdisciplinary collaboration. Our goal is to encourage youth to critically reflect on sustainable development and frameworks within the field, such as the UN Sustainable Development Goals. This year's theme connects to our goal by providing the space to question our current systems and discuss how we can disrupt the social norms on multiple scales for a more sustainable, equitable world. Hopefully, conversations during our two-day conference will help bridge that gap between knowledge and action to mobilize youth for social change. We want to see you think critically about our current systems of sustainable development surrounding social, environmental, and economic challenges, as this is the key step to shifting the status quo by reimagining what the future could look like and then taking action to realize that future. Our Remobilizing Youth program aims to do this. So our mobilizers attend 6 workshops throughout the months of June and July. And within the workshops, those participants are encouraged to critique and think of alternatives for regionalized systems and issues through the application and evaluation of the Sustainable Development Goals framework. As we will see this weekend, the mobilizers will be presenting their initiative based on what they are reimagining and gaining the skills and knowledge to take action. We want to see a community of youth meaningfully engage in grassroots initiatives, and hopefully ReImagine 17 providing this space to share their perspectives and ideas will help build that equitable and sustainable future. When I was younger, it was hard to find spaces to connect with like-minded people. I had all these thoughts and ideas that I wanted to talk to others about, to ask questions, and to maybe even come up with better designs and ideas together. So for me, I wish we had more of these conferences, as based on what I am seeing and reading about the workshops, panel speakers, and presentations that we have for you this weekend. The agenda sure has space for knowledge sharing of ideas, thoughts, and action that we can all learn to shift the status quo. So thank you again, and I hope you all have a wonderful weekend with this conference.